Hello everyone and welcome back to Star Trek Online, 23rd Century Starfleet. Now, we have no mission again, but I'm just going to show you the skills menu real quick. Now, I've been kind of evenly balanced between engineering and tactical. When we spend this point, we'll unlock this tier, but we won't have any more points to spend. So I'm going to upgrade our energy weapons a little bit. It increases the damage that we do with any energy weapon that we use on our ship. Whether that be phasers, disruptors, plasma weapons, anything like that. And that includes beams and other types of energy weapons. Okay, let's check our next episode. The Battle of Caleb 4.
We have a situation in the Caleb system. The Klingons are massing a battle fleet in that sector, and it's pointed at Federation space. I'm leading a force to respond to this aggression, and I want you to be a part of it. If they cross the line, we need to be ready for anything.
Alright, let's report to the fleet in the Caleb system.
Stay safe out there.
This is a pivotal moment in Federation history.
It's going to take us a long time to get there as well.
Cool may attempt to disrupt it somehow, change the course of time. We'll need to look for signs of temporal flux. If they show up, we'll need to deal with them, no matter what.
Now, for some reason, the Nakul keep trying to mess with the timeline. And we're not really sure why. They have something against the Federation. Now, a bit about the Federation and Starfleet. The United Federation of Planets is actually the government branch, whereas Starfleet is the military branch. The United Federation of Planets mostly takes care of pretty much the day-to-day life and activities in the Federation, as well as diplomatic relations. Starfleet's the muscle and exploration kind of thing. So basically, Starfleet will make first contact, then report to the United Federation of Planets, where ongoing talks with the different species that we run into will take place. Now, the Nakul have something against the Federation and Starfleet, but we're not entirely sure what. So hopefully at this Battle of Caleb 4, we will find out. Now, just before we get there, I'm going to show you the equip screen a little bit. Now, I've been updating this off screen, but I'll just show you what I do on camera. That's about it. I just update whatever consoles and weapons that I have, and we don't need our little beekeeper suits on anymore, so we'll switch those back before we enter the mission. To med, you can have armor. There, see what you missed? Now, I've been poking fun at the story a little bit. It's not because I dislike the story. I'm just having a bit of fun. I actually think the story is very well written, and for the most part followed the basic story behind the original series and a little bit of Enterprise quite closely. And the Battle of Caleb 4 was indeed a major Federation encounter. And as we approach, you'll see why.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett aboard the USS Yorktown. I'm the commanding officer of this task force. Our long-range sensor platforms have detected a Klingon battle fleet massing near this system. At the moment, they're attacking our subspace relay network in order to disrupt communications and long-range surveillance in this sector. We have the Klingons outnumbered at this time. Should they abandon reason and follow a standard attack doctrine, fire to disable their ships if possible. A strong show of force should send them back to their side of the line. All ships go to yellow alert. Garrett out.
Okay, we'll stand by. Oh, they're not responding. Now you can see the various starships that we have in our task force. I won't waste our sensor scan just yet. We've got a lot of extra firepower on our side. I guess we should give chase, even though they don't seem to be retreating all that fast. Wonder if we can take him out before. And no, he's gonna get away. Oh, no he didn't. We got him before he could get away. I activated the tractor beam just too late. And he's out of our attack range. But he seems to have stopped. Let's go get him.
Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Uh-oh. It's an ambush. This is a prime example of Klingon guile. Although they don't usually run from a fight unless they have either a very good reason or it's a trap. In this case, it was the latter. Now, our allies are lagging a bit behind, but they'll catch up soon enough. These are just D7 battlecruisers, so they're about on par with the Constitution class, I think. Although I will use sensor scan here just to speed things up a little bit. Now, one thing we don't want to be is directly in front of these battlecruisers, because they have cannons, and cannons hurt a lot. They have a very small firing arc, though, only 45 degrees directly in front of the ship. But they do a lot of damage if they can get you into their sights. Oh, they healed. Yorktown, you don't need to be right in front of them in order to attack. Alright, we'll put them in a tractor beam. Oh, I must have hit a shield arc, because that didn't do much damage. There we go. Oh.
Target's shields have failed.
Klingon ships. Decloaking? All ships, this is Garrett. Execute battle plan Sigma 4. Repeat, execute battle. Concentrate fire. To protect me.
And that was the setup all along. To reveal their new cloaking.
Has been brought to heel at last by the Klingon Empire. Those who remain shall know mercy in return for your unconditional surrender.
I thought Klingons didn't take prisoners.
We Klingons can be gracious in victory. Though, should you wish to die in battle with honor, I will gladly oblige you.
I'm picking up a temporal anomaly in the Klingon ships. It's consistent with readings we've seen in previous Nocturnal incursions. They're trying to interfere with the timeline again.
Well, until we break out, there's not much I can do.
Leave that to me. I'll modify the transporter and beam you over past their shields. Once on board, free the ship and neutralize the anomaly if you can. Hurry. We're literally running out of time.
I'm not sure that should be taken literally, but... Alright. So let's at first disable this ship. Oh, those Klingons aren't going to make it easy. Engineering seems like a good place to start, though.
This is the captain. There are intruders in the engineering section. Eliminate them immediately.
Well, they know we're here now. Oh, okay. There's no other exits. I thought I could take a shortcut. Yeah, some people are still in their EV suits because I didn't have enough armor for everyone. Oh. Sorry, I skipped her dialogue. She basically just said, "Oh, the door's locked. We need to cut through it." I'll try not to skip any more dialogue. I can't really promise anything, but I wasn't really expecting that. Oh, we're gonna get flanked if we're not careful. Okay, she's not going to say anything this time. Let's get behind this table. Oh, I'm going to get hit with that. Oh, I didn't get knocked down. I was lucky. Oops. Can't go through there quite yet. We need to sabotage the bridge. Or at least operations.
You need to finish them now. All of them. You don't understand how dangerous they are.
I don't need to do anything. Do not forget who is captain here and who is merely a visitor.
I've given you the means to victory. I suggest you use them now.
Noted, though it seems we have other concerns now.
I warned you, Cole. Deal with this. Don't fail.
Well, well. I was hoping for Kirk, but I got you. Pity. So you're the Federation Globflies who found their way onto my ship. A bold maneuver, to be sure. Bold or not, you remain insects. A minor nuisance to be exterminated, swiftly and without mercy. And in that way, we are alike, for we both are here to help ourselves. Today, I will take what I want in the Empire's name and use it to utterly defeat the Federation. And not cool. Should the time for war come, we will meet them in glorious battle. But for now, our goals align.
Unfortunately, his long-winded speech got Temet killed. So we'll have to revive her. Although it might be a bit late for that. I'll do what I can, though. Oh, there we go.
A valiant effort, little fly. But it is over! Glorious!
Now, I didn't skip that cutscene. That ended on its own. We gotta help the rest of them. We're free, but those D5 Raptors have everyone else captured.
Well done.
Now we don't really need maneuverability at this point, we need weapon power. Oh, and by the way, weapon power doesn't affect torpedoes either. Actually, we gotta free the ships. We don't have to worry about those raptors. Now, as you can see, those cannons are absolutely hammering on our shields. And right now we can't repair our shields. Best we can do is try to get behind them. Okay, maybe we do need maneuverability. No, I think we're doomed regardless. Yep. Not much we could do against that much firepower. We're locked in place for some reason. That's weird. It's also really annoying, because not much I can do right now. It's not a special effect. I can move up and down, I just can't move side to side. Oh, there we go, maybe? Nope. For some reason, I'm just locked in place. Oh, there we go. I don't know what the heck that was, but it's pretty much cost us this life. Oh well, if we can take out that one battle cruiser.
One Starfleet officer has the courage to die there.
Yeah, I can't really explain why we have impulse engines. That's really weird. Well, we gotta last for one more minute, anyway. Although we're not going to. Oh. I know why we can't move. It's because I didn't have any impulse power. Oh me. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. That is just embarrassing. Okay. Well, at least we know it's not the game's fault, it's just me being me. Okay, we gotta last 15 more seconds. And without that major handicap, we should be able to do that. Chase this guy down. There we go.
I'm afraid you're dead. Your ship was destroyed in combat while protecting the retreat of Admiral Garrett's forces. Your sacrifice allowed Garrett to warn Starfleet about Klingon cloaking tech, but your ship was lost with all hands. At least, that's what's in the history books. I've brought you and the crew members I could save to the early 25th century. You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're dead, we're giving you a new identity. We have a speed training and reacclimation process that will help you to fit in. I know this is a bit unusual, but you'll get used to it. Believe me when I say it's better than the alternative.
Okay. Now we get suddenly these new aliens available. Now, alien is actually a customizable alien that you can completely change the look of. Their traits, though, are fixed. So let's see here. I already have a new tactical officer. Although I'd never had a Betazoid before. But we don't want a tactical officer with reduced threat generation. That's just not how they work. So we'll go with the Boolean science officer. And that's what he looks like. Okay, after that embarrassing moment in one of the more important battles in the early game, we're going to speak with a logistics officer.
Welcome to Earth Space Dock. Busy day on the holodeck, sir? I love dressing up for those historical holo novels, too. My Harry Mudd costume took first prize last year. That being said, you're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail, after all.
Okay.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
So let's update our uniform before we end it. But yeah, that signals the end of the 23rd century as we know it. And we're allowed to explore Earth Space Dock. The real one this time. Well, the last one was the real one, but this one is, well, a new one. Yeah, he compliments us on our costume. And we'll change our outfit. Now, we're given a new lease on life, so let's make the most of it. I don't really know if I want a entirely bald head. I tend to make more bald-headed people, but we can always change this later. Now, it's offering me these uniforms, but I don't actually have them on this account. So let's just update our captain's stripes. Well, Lieutenant Commander, anyway. And now you can do a lot with the character creation in this. First, I'm going to go with one of the regular Andorian faces, well, head types. But first I'm going to... Now, the Andorians, they changed them from having the antenna close to the center of the top of the head to the front. We'll go with these ones. Now, they look kind of weird just like that, so we'll change that to better reflect, because you have these little ridges on their head that line up with them. Yeah, that should work. They don't quite line up seamlessly, but it's close enough. they can always hide that with hair later. So yes, we are now a proper 25th century Andorian. And we'll save that outfit and exit the tailor. Now we're going to have to talk to Agent Philip Cray, who is technically our contact in the future, but we'll do that in the next video. Thanks for watching.